Hi friends! So this is Makoto Wakaido's case files. As you can tell, I was kindly sent a key for this a little while ago from player 2 and thought that this would be a good game to start my YouTube playthrough series, I suppose. Essentially, games that I play off stream and upload to YouTube. Simple as that. But like I said, this is Makoto Wakaido's case files, the PC release, which means that it has one extra episode compared to the mobile release. And let's just get started with the first episode. I figured I'd dedicate one video to each case file / episode, and we'll just see how long it takes and where we go from there. This is the executioner linchpin. Here, for the little one. You're always so nice. You didn't need to. I do, and you know it. Anyway, see you. Sure, thanks. Okay, thank you. Was that a friend of yours, Gramps? That's right, he even got you a little gift. Cool, thanks. Hey, won't you tell me another story from your detective days? Why not? Let me think. Remember that murder case I told you about? The Lighter Martyrs one? Of course, you never got to catch the culprit, right? Right, but there's more to that story. We found a third victim, and that brought the case to its tragic end. ... I have to assume that is him. Between 1981 and 1982, 2 murders took place in Kei City, H Prefecture, Japan. Both murder scenes showed the same gruesome sight. The victim had been decapitated and hung from a telephone pole. The investigation revealed that the 2 victims had something in common. They were devout members of the same religious group. Wow. Nevertheless, despite their best efforts, the police was able to pinpoint the murderer. Until, in 1983, yet another man was found dead under similar circumstances. We're kind of right in it, huh? Examine people and things to gather clues. Look for clues at the crime scene. Okay, I could do that. Oh, are they like highlighted? I should listen to what the officers on the scene have to report. Oh, no, you're right. You're right. Hello. I'm Wakaido from the Prefectural Police. I'll be in charge of this case. Detective Wakaido, your reputation precedes you. I've already collected some information from the crime scene. Let me know if you need to know anything. The victim? Do we know who the poor fella is? We haven't been able to confirm his identity since he is missing his head. We're currently investigating to find out more. Would it not, do you think, cause of death? We believe he was strangulated, then decapitated after death. The modus operandi seems to be the same as in those 2 past murders. Oh, found a new lead. Is this really a lead, though? I can see that he has no head. Estimated time of death. Our best estimate is between yesterday 11 p.m. and today 2 a.m. The body was found around 5 a.m. by a fisherman who happened to be passing by. Did they only send you to the scene? No, sir. There's another officer with me. Feel free to ask him for any information as well. I'd better talk to the other cop too. See ya! Oh, this must be the fisherman. Okay. I'll get to you. Hey. Detective Wakaido, wonderful to see you again. You were on those 2 other murders as well, right? I'm counting on you. Yes, sir. I'll help you however I can. The case. So, what do you make of all this? The similarities with the cases from last year and the year before that are obvious. It's either a killer who loves the macabre or a religion could be involved. Oh, how should I go about finding information? You can erase certain pieces of information on your notepad, then you'll be able to ask and find out more about them. Try it out on me, sir. Okay, so I guess... Ah, okay. Oh, we have another ghastly case on our hands. Oh, did that add the body? Me raising the decapitation thing? Had to have. Tell me all we know about the victim's body. Yes, sir. Just as in the murders from last year and 2 years ago, the head has been removed. The victim was wearing slacks and a long coat. He was probably in his 40s. Are there any witnesses? One, sir. The fisherman who found the body. We've kept him for questioning. Okay. Interesting. I don't think I know what these at the bottom mean. Officer, I haven't seen the whole thing. I'd like to know more about that. What you saw. What exactly did you see? I come by every morning for fishing, alright? But today I done heard... I can't place this accent. I'll be all the way real with y'all. I cannot place this accent. I come by every morning for fishing, alright? But today I done heard some heckin' noise, so I gonna take me a look. I can't place it. I can't do it. I can't place it. And out of nowhere comes a black something rushing past like mad. I say, what's that swinging thing? So I take me one better look, and it's some dead folk. That's when send the old heart racing, let me tell you. What was the black thing you saw? Ain't easy to say, being dark, round and all. But it was pretty heckin' big. Must have been a man, to tell you that much. Looked to me like he was fiddling with something. Okay, hold on. How many? I have 4 clues? Like, this... I've already asked him about that. Detective, we have another ghastly case in our hands. Yes. Okay. I can't talk to the dead body. No half-staff to mourn this guy. Oh. Okay. Suit, pants, and a long coat, male, someone in his 40s. Okay. So this is information I have. Bodies hanging from a telephone pole. Don't see any other of the victim's belongings. What's this? His coat pocket is bulging. But there's nothing inside. Someone must have taken whatever was in it. Oh! Okay. So... This. I think I'm doing this right. Like, I'm progressing. Even though I don't actually... Okay, yeah, I'm doing this right. Looks like something was taken out of the victim's pocket. Yes, sir, I was just informed of this. Forensics found something that belonged to the victim. It's a matchbox from a bar called Bacchanal. The victim probably visited that location shortly before his death. Oh. Okay, skipping all this. It was still... Okay, this makes... If this, like... This makes it pretty... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, But it's what I should have done. There's some symbol drawn in blood. Okay, hold on. I think this is probably... Okay, yeah, that's as far as I can go. The murder took place at night, as I take it? That seems to be correct, exactly like in the previous cases. I wonder what these serial murders are all about. Okay, that's not important, I've realized. Oh. This. That symbol on the road sign, have you seen it before? I think there's some religious cult that uses a similar one. Oh. Are we sure? Should I deduce? It's got my knees shaking, is all I know. That's some cursed stuff you got there. Okay. So yeah, I could have deduced. Seems a bit early, no? Time to put together all the info I got. We couldn't confirm the victim's identity. Why is that? There was no head. Oh, the pillar's talking to me. Yes, difficult to find who someone is when they're missing their head. Oh. We know little about the victim, but at least we got enough for a generic description. What kind of person was he? Old? Right. Okay. Sure. We also have a witness who could be a potential suspect. Who's our witness? Is that just it? Yes, the fisherman. A man at the crime scene? The fisherman's testimony could prove a useful lead. We don't know the first thing about the culprit. All we could do was retrace the victim's steps. Thankfully, we got 2 clues on the crime scene. One is a symbol of a religious cult. The other is a piece of evidence that hints to a location. What was that again? Boop. Matchbox from a bar. Exactly. Time to hit the bar for a round of questions. Oh. Okay. I think I like how this kind of guides you through so far, I guess would be the word I would use. Bar. Ooh, a mama. Bar Bacano. Oh, you know what? Let me see what clues I'm left with. Okay, the 3 that... Okay. Let's raise this one. And let's talk to the mama of the bar. Oh, okay. May I? What do you need, handsome? We aren't open yet. Amada. There's been a Amada close by. Have you seen anyone shady around? Ha! That's how I describe most of our clientele. And we get new customers every day, so... Okay, well, obviously this very generic description will help. No, it won't. Yes, it will. I could talk to her. Oh. Why was there a talk right here? Welcome, we aren't open yet, though. Detective Wakaido, police, I have a few questions. Please, officer, mine is a reputable and entirely legal establishment. There's been a murder close by. Notice anything out of the ordinary? A murder, huh? Around these parts, we just call it Wednesday. I'm always holed up in here, but I doubt I saw anything that could help you. The victim had a matchbox from your bar. Know anything about that? Don't reckon I do. I value my customers' privacy. I can't just go and run my mouth about everything I see here. Please find yourself someone else to bother. Barkeep won't collaborate. Okay, what I see... Oh, there is a thing. My gut reaction is to drink some booze, to be a bad detective on the job, so that's what I need to do. Oh. Just kidding. Just kidding. There's 8 clues to find here. Oh boy. What's the deal with that barkeep? He's a bit cold, I know. I hear money's a bit tight. Maybe he'll warm up to you if you order something expensive. New lead, barkeep is broke. Alright, hold on. Now we can get into some... Order a whole bottle. You know what? Give me a whole bottle. Oh, with pleasure. Thank you for your patronage. Let me know if I can help you with anything, officer. Thanks. I guess I could just maybe bring up the same questions? Tell me about the guy who took the matchbox. The matchbox, huh? Oh, right. He was half of a strange couple of guys. One with a long coat and another with a weird robe on him. That's religious right there. They kept to themselves, were chatting to each other the whole time. Makoto was sitting next to them, so maybe she caught something? Makoto? That be the missy sitting over there? Doesn't run the place or anything, she's just an employee. Okay, you didn't have to tell me that. Appearance. I would like to find his head maybe, or at least know what that head could look like potentially. What did the 2 men look like? Do you remember their faces? What kind of people they were? Anything? Not really. Oh, now that I think about it, the man in the long coat looked like your average salesman. The other one looked like a wizard or something. Seriously, he was wearing a robe and had this long beard. Believe me, he was so creepy. Just thinking about him is giving me the chills. Who were the 2 men talking about? I wouldn't know. They were kind of whispering to each other. The bearded one with the robe did most of the talking. The one with the coat was hanging from his lips. And then the coat guy said he drunk enough for the night and he should go back to his hotel. The only hotel near here is the Toyo, so I think that's the one he was talking about. Okay. Ooh, wow. I've got a lot left. Maybe I should just go to the hotel, though. Because, like I said, the game guides you pretty well, at least this first episode. So, like, I've asked all that I can ask here. No one said I had to stay in one location for all 8 clues. Ooh, security camera. They have cameras. Maybe the CCTV recorded something useful. Yeah, okay, 2 suspicious guests. Hello, sir. Welcome to the Toyo Hotel. Detective Wakaido, police. I want to ask about a murder that took place last night. Oh, you're with the police? I'll be happy to help you, officer. Yeah, let's just get straight to it. Did you see a couple of men come here together? One was wearing a long coat, the other one something like a robe. I do think we have a guest who often wears a long coat. A long-term guest at that. His name was... Yes, Mr. Ida. However, he did not come back to the hotel last night. I'm afraid I do not know anything about the man in the robe, however. Okay. Hold on. Can you show me the CCTV tapes? Certainly. Please give me a minute. These are yesterday's images. You can see the man in the coat leaving the hotel. It looks like he's meeting with someone, but it doesn't show who that is. Not clearly. A middle-aged man with a long coat. That's our guy. So we absolutely know that's Ida. Is what I'm guessing. It's the receptionist's computer. How do I use this? Please enter the information you want to search for. Oh, duh, okay. Can you look up Ida and tell me his address? Yes, please wait. Am I talking to the computer? Is that what this is? Information found. His home address is not far from here. Why'd he stay long term in a hotel then? Dun dun dun. Alright, it's time to go. Or I guess it's time to deduce, that's right. Okay. Who did the barkeep see on the night of the murder? 2 dudes. Yes. 2 suspicious guests. That's right. After I got enough info from the bar, I visited the hotel. There I found the name that most likely belongs to the victim. What is the presumed victim's name? Yes. At the bar, they told me about the man who was there with the victim. How did this potential suspect look? Photo of coat man's face. Oh! What? Oh! Oh, wait. At the bar. Okay. Reading is fundamental in a game that is text-based. What I still can't figure out is why Ida was staying at the hotel. Why is it so weird for him to stay there? Because he has a home. Ida's house is near the hotel. Now that I know his address, I'd better go check his house. Let's go. Okay. Oh, I just noticed the extra little locations. Oh. Hello. 13 leads? Okay, then. Okay. Full disclosure. I did play through this part without hitting record. So if the editing around this area feels a little, around this part of the game feels a little weird, a little odd, a little stilted, no it doesn't. This is one continuous recording. I would just like that to be said before I click on anything on this screen. And now we shall play the game that we've already been playing the whole time. Detective Wakaido, police. I'm investigating a murder. I need to see Ida's apartment. Oh, sure you do. Sure, go ahead and look, sweetie. Oh dear, wait, did you say murder? Is Ida alright? I've been worried about him, you know? It's been a few days since I last saw him. What can you tell me about Ida, the man who lives here? Oh, Ida, he's a nice fellow, nice and neat, yes? He couldn't get on anyone's wrong side if he tried. Are these apartments rented? Oh no, we all own ours. Ida and his missus have been living here for, what, 10 years now? Lovely woman she is. Ida's been so gloomy since she was hospitalized, poor soul. Okay. The religious cult, part of this is, it's making a little bit of sense to me. Where does Ida work? His wife told me it's Kusumoto Sales Agency, was it? Near the station, that is. Okay. Let's go up in... If I had to guess, as I am playing a detective, this seems like maybe something I should focus on, no? What do we have here? Would you look at this? Examine the scene. Let's take it all in. There's barely any furniture in here. Oh, that was it. The plastic sheet kind of contained it, but there's a ton of blood. The victim got decapitated here. This is a crime scene if I ever saw one. Murder took place at Ida's. The murderer must have washed his bloody hands here. Okay. Oh, I was wondering if I would get any new leads here, but I could also just like, I haven't asked the neighbor anything yet. Duh. A bloodstained saw. This must have been through the victim's neck. It's no cheapo saw, either brand stuff. There can't be that many stores carrying it. Full disclosure, I've never decapitated anybody, but I can't imagine using a saw would be the way to do it. The easiest way, at least. It clearly is a way, but not the easiest, no? Is this Ida? Let's get full confirmation. Oh yes, no mistake, that's Ida, alright. Okay, found a new lead. Let's also ask... I was thinking talking about this would be like, hey, that man's head was cut off, did you hear anything? But no, I think it's actually, do you know where I could find this saw? Yeah, shops with saws. Is there any hardware store nearby? Oh yes, that there is, sure is. That one, you know the one. Cat's Hand, was it? With the kitten logo? They sell this and that, and tools too, hardware stuff. Okay. I think that's about... all I can get from... Oh, maybe religious cult. Okay. Ask about the cult. Did you happen to see a man with a long beard and a robe? Oh, I sure did. That was on the last day I saw Ida, come to think of it. A robe and a beard, can you imagine? That's no proper folk, not at all. Sure? The apartment manager saw the suspect too. Do you know who the man in the robe is? You know about the Light of the Martyrs cult, don't you, officer? They're followers. They'd come and preach to our doors too. That fellow with the robe must be their head priest. I've seen his face before. On the telly, was it? There's no way. Well, I'm saying there's no way, but there's very much. It's very possible that a sort of celebrity religious cult leader would, in fact, be on TV and still a murderer. Oh, I should have walked to see how many, I guess, chapters we have. I'll do it once we finish the store, at the store. General store, Cat's Hand. I don't think I've mentioned this already, but I do love how detailed this game is with such a limited color palette and with such like chunky pixel art rather than the smaller pixel art that I normally associate detailed backgrounds with. But like, this is good. Even just the fact that like you can see that his coat's pushed behind because his hands are in his pockets. Like, this is a detective. Genuinely. Oh, I can ask him about this? Okay, hold on. Let me just look around first. There are a few kinds of saws on display. Something between the shelves. What's this? Head priest pendant. There's no way the head priest was the murderer. It's too early. We can't know that this early. Let me think. No. The saw. Is that saw here? There are a few kinds of saws on display. The saw I found on the murder scene. It was a Shark brand saw, I believe. Okay, now let's go talk to this man right here. You sell these saws, sir? Welcome. Detective Wakaido, I'm investigating a murder case. Detective murder? Whew, that's a lot. Happy to help if I can. Who bought this saw? Has anyone bought one of these saws recently? Shark saws? I've sold quite a few even just in the last few days. Do you have a list of the buyers? Nay, no such thing. Okay, we're gonna have to work a little bit more. Do I have anything about what the cult leader looks like? Has he been here? Wait. Did a man with a robe and long beard come here? A robe and a long beard? Oh, right. He was here yesterday. He bought a saw, Are we for real? Are we for real? Now I have to ask, if you work at a store and someone comes in and buys all the ingredients you need for a murder meal, are you obligated to say anything or do you let them go about their merry way? Is that a thing? Would that be a thing? Have you seen this man? Just my luck, both of them have bought saws. Do you know this man in the picture? I might be wrong, but I think it's a customer who's been here a few times. Why? Was he involved in that murder case? Did the man from the picture come here yesterday? No, I don't think he did. Still, I could be wrong. No, please let me look at the cash register. Can I look at the receipts? Don't mess with the register. Oh, does he know about the cult? Yeah. Do you know about the cult called Light of Martyrs? Don't know about any cults, but that name rings a bell. Must have read it on a receipt or something. Can you please let me look at the receipts? Now I can... What's this? The receipt says Religious Association. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to ask this man about this receipt. Exactly. Do you remember about this receipt? Who made the purchase? Oh, that one, right. It was a guy wearing a robe. I'm so close. Hold on, I'm so close. We already asked about this. Oh. Oh! The pendant. I found this on the floor between the shelves. Do you know it? What's that? Never seen it before. What can you tell me about the man with the robe? I remember he bought a bunch of stuff. A saw, plastic sheets, duct tape. A pretty suspicious set of items, come to think of it. Oh, I'm getting so close to something. I know this is cheating. I know that this is cheating, but I'm going to do it just this once. Nothing. Okay, hold on. Okay, let me look through my notes. I got some bulletproof evidence. Who do I take this to? Where's the thing about the pendant? I'll show it around. All right, I said I wanted to see how many little locations there are. Oh, 4 more. Alright. I wonder if I can go back to... If I go back to the... Well, here, hold on. Could I talk to the cops about some of the information I found? I'm literally only missing one clue. Oh. Y'all don't want to know about this? Oh. Okay, well, I mean, at least the game tells you when you're wrong. Oh, I love the bar's music. Damn. It's gotta be at the shop then. But no, because... Yeah. It's the pendant. Oh, it's not. Okay, well, what new information do I have? It's probably nothing here. So maybe... Did I really not? Did I really not ask that? Like I said, I did record part of this over. So some things may have slipped through the cracks, clearly. Looks like Ida was staying long-term at the Toyo, the hotel near the station. Last month, was it? Ida told me he wanted to sell his apartment. Out of the blue, that was. I figured that maybe, you know, his missus had passed, so I didn't pry any further, no siree. He must have sold all his furniture, you know, so maybe that's why he was staying at the hotel? Ida was going to sell his house, huh? That would explain why he was staying in the hotel. Yeah, we just said it. Was he staying... What, did he want to sell his house to pay for religious cult fees or for his wife? My bet's on the religious cult. The second you get into a religious cult, hospital bills, doctors, those are secondary. While retracing the steps of the man with the coat, I found out the victim's identity. Who was he? Ida? Oh. The victim is Ida. Even the apartment manager confirmed it. She recognized the man in the picture taken by the hotel CCV. It's safe to assume that the man with the coat is Ida. Now, the victim was killed and decapitated, but where did this happen? Well, it happened in his apartment, actually. Ida's home showed evidence of a murder taking place. The evidence shows the murder happened at Ida's home. I found the saw that was used to decapitate the victim, and I learned more about the bearded man with the robe. What organization did he belong to? 1 second. Oh, I can't wait to clear out this list once I'm done with this deduction. It's so full. I finally found out who the robed man is. Let's go. Last one. The saw used to decapitate the victim's head, okay. What evidence links the cult to this case? It's gotta be the receipt. Okay. I should go and visit his workplace. Alright. 1 out of 4 remaining locations. Oh, look at this guy. 10 leads? Okay. Who are you? Detective Wakaido, police. I'm here to ask about Mr. Ida. I heard he worked here. Why would the police want to know about Ida? Oh, I guess he was just murdered last night. It's not like he's been missing for a long time, to where people may start to wonder. He used to be a very diligent, straight-laced fellow. Used to be. Just recently, he suddenly turned in his resignation. I tried to stop him, but he wouldn't listen. Said he got a call to faith or something. Not good, not good. Let's look around, and then we'll... Oh, hello. Detective Wakaido, I'm with the police. Can I ask you a few questions about Ida? Mr. Ida, is he alright? He's dead. Girl, he's dead. Please tell me what you know about Ida. He worked hard, but he never stood out much. And since his wife was hospitalized, he's been showing up less and less. Alright. Yeah, these scenes are usually pretty small scenes. Not much to see. I've heard that Ida was going to sell his apartment. Did you know about this? Yeah, I thought he needed to pay for his wife's treatment, but the rumors here said he wanted to donate it all to the cult of his... Oh, Ida, that's not good. Do we know about... Okay. Do y'all know why she was in the hospital? Terminal? Maybe? Last year, I think it was, he told me she'd been hospitalized, pretty serious condition, and the treatment was going to cost him an arm and a leg. Every day after work, he'd go see her at the city hospital. Is she still... Well, yeah, she has to be there. Does she know her husband is... dead? Did Ida ever talk about his wife? Did he? He loved her so much he barely talked about anything else. Oh no. Once she got hospitalized, you could see how much that got to him. It was a sorry sight. Oh no. I don't think there's anything more I can ask them. Oh, why would she know specifically? Here, let's start here. Why would she know about this? What about this? Seen it before? It's not exactly like that, but all members of the cult wear a similar pendant? Have you ever been to their church? Ida invited me to one of their meetings once. I ended up not going, but I should still have the flyer with the address. We got a new location too, no? Guess not. Oof, the slight pixel hunting in this is killing me a little bit though. Do you know about a cult called... I ask these questions out of order. That's the cult Ida was a member of, right? I've heard rumors about their beliefs. I thought it better to keep my distance. Mr. Ida was convinced that donating his house to the cult would cure his wife of her illness. Sounds like a huge scam if you ask me. Donating his house? His condo? Do you know about the cult? That's the one that got Ida, isn't it? That's pretty much all I know about it. We've got to go to the hospital and bug his wife, unfortunately. Oh, is this a doctor? Can I help you? Detective Wakaido, I'm with the police. I believe there's a Miss Ida here. I need to talk about her husband. Oh, Ida? She's staying with us. Yes, is there anything I should know about? Since she's been staying with us, her husband has come to see her every single day. But he hasn't showed... She doesn't know? She does not know that her husband is dead? How is that not a phone call that's been made? I've heard the name, yes, but that's as much as I know. Maybe we can ask about her condition. Tell me about Miss Ida's illness. If left untreated, she would die within a year? She needs to be hospitalized and receive constant medical attention. Insurance doesn't cover it. Oh boy. I wonder. If. Okay, yeah. How much exactly? And they've been paying for it? Yes, so far Mr. Art has been paying all bills on time without fail. And what if he stopped? Then I'm afraid we'd have to discharge her. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess you should know. Ida might have been murdered? Is accidental decapitate Okay, whatever. Whatever, I won't fight it right now. Really? That's unfortunate. Damn. Who's gonna pay for his wife now? Oh, you shirk. I guess we should start. Your husband is dead. Detective Wakaido Police, are you Miss Ida? Did anything happen to my husband? Yeah. A big thing happened. I'm mortified, ma'am, but it's very likely your husband has been murdered. What? That's impossible. Why would anybody murder him? He never hurt a fly. Does she know about this cult? Have you noticed anything abnormal in your husband's behavior as of late? For one thing, he's been looking really stressed out for the past few weeks. He used to come see me every day, but now he won't even answer my calls. I have to stop doing these things out of order. It doesn't quite make sense. Are you familiar with a cult called Light of Martyrs? I've never even heard about it. What? What does that have to do with my husband anyway? Girl! He sold your house! Have you heard about his plans to sell the house? Not one word. I leave all money matters to him. Let's break the news. Thing is, he was a member of that cult. If he was, I'm sure he'd have told me. Also, your husband couldn't pay the bills. How are you paying for your treatment? My husband always took care of it. He even bought life insurance just in case, all for my sake. Okay. So clearly he didn't intend for her to die. Or did he? So I assume that his plans to donate the house to the cult is news to you as well. I can't believe he'd ever do something like that. I'm not... I don't know. Oh, he quit his job. Nope. He was attached? That's the thing? Well, sure. Your husband was known by his colleagues for how much he loved you. I see. He put everything on the line for my sake. I don't understand how this could happen to him. Do you know about this? Do you think Ida was attached to his wife? Doesn't matter. We need one more lead. Oh, did I ask? Yeah, I asked. I think I'm done here. Workplace, maybe? We're missing something here. Yeah. Let's see. Did I I didn't tell them that Ida died. That's the problem. I didn't tell them that their coworker was dead. Again, I just assumed that was information people knew already. He was never the type to get involved in anything like that. What about troubles in the workplace? Any run-ins? Absolutely not. Couldn't even imagine it. Ida was kind and affable. He steered clear of any kind of trouble. If anything, everybody was grateful for him. Who'd hold a grudge against someone like that? Well, maybe the workplace isn't the problem. Oh, okay. Well, she'll find out through the grapevine. At first, when we were like around the apartment section, I thought, why would we need this many more locations to solve the crime? But now that we're only like, what, 2 locations away from the end, my thinking has changed to, do I really know anything? So we'll see. I got a clearer picture of Ida's situation prior to the murder. At his workplace, he was seen as a good, diligent man. The one thing troubling him was his wife's illness. What about that? What about this was he concerned about? That she was going to die? But does that... Oh. I mean, maybe I should think it through, because I don't even know what this is asking me. I got a clearer picture. Oh! Oh, I'm a fool. Medical bills were too much. That's the concern. His wife needs constant medical attention to stay alive. Paying for this treatment must have been a huge toll on Ida's finances. Duh. Talking to his colleague made something else clear. Ida got involved with a cult and started showing up less frequently at work. He'd become convinced that Faith could save his wife. He even handed a cult flyer to that same colleague. How was he involved with them? He wanted to gift his house? Oh, is it just that he was a follower then? That's his involvement, that he was a follower, maybe? Oh, but okay, I just figured we already knew that. In light of his wife's illness, Faith was probably the only straw he could grasp at. Ida was known for how much he loved his wife. He visited her at the hospital every single day after work. His wife's testimony makes me think the two spoke a lot during these visits, but there was something that he never told her about. What did he keep his wife in the dark about? The cult. Oh my god, I'm doing so bad. Don't look at me. There were a lot of things he kept his wife in the dark about. This? It's not that he was a follower. It's not that he donated their house. Is it just the cult altogether? Like, she didn't know nothing. Are you kidding me? Dude. Are you kidding me? What's the difference between me saying wife didn't know he was a cult to the answer, what didn't she know? What's the difference between me saying wife didn't know he was a cult and she didn't know about the cult? What's the difference? It's semantics that we're arguing over now, me in this game. Whatever, I'll drop it. For now. All his colleagues knew that Ida was a cult member, but somehow his wife didn't. Most likely he didn't want her to worry. I also need to remember that this section is really just to narrow down the important bits of information. I'm not actually making deductions per se, I'm just clearing out my journal of clues and leads, which changes things a bit. Ida was planning to sell his house. I'd assume he used the proceeds to pay for his wife's medical bills, but I was wrong. What was he planning to do with the house? Okay. Now, this could make me look like a real fucking fool once again. Okay, Ida probably felt like he was in the middle of a long, dark tunnel, and the light he saw at the end of it was the light of the martyrs. It's pretty clear they're involved somehow. I need to get some hard proof to show the cult had a hand in this. Don't we have an address to the cult because of the flyer? Cult church? Let's wrap this up. Mm-hmm. Oh boy. May the light of the martyrs shine. Welcome to the Church of the Light of the Martyrs. If you wish to be enlightened about our faith, feel free to ask me. What y'all do here? What do you people believe in? Believe in the spirit of self-sacrifice. Sacrificing oneself is the key that will lead humanity to its next stage. Who's the head priest? Our head priest is the Venerable Sata, the first. What do you mean by the first martyr? Right as the world was falling into darkness? Wait. He decapitated himself and, through his sacrifice, rescued the world? We all owe our lives to him. So my question about can you decapitate yourself was just answered. Now, would the church or the head priest be complicit in assisting a murder by buying all the ingredients? Those aren't the words. All the tools and like encouraging the thought, maybe? Can I ask you something? Okay, that's a no. Let me just talk to everybody. Who are you? Are you a member of this cult too? Of course I am. Everything in my life has started going well. Everything. Coming to church every day is what has made me as happy as I am. Got any wish granted while you were here? I sure did. My parents, who come from a long line of artisans, were constantly pressuring and abusing me, and I wished for them to stop. But as soon as I sacrificed a finger from my right hand, all the abuse stopped. This is the power of self-sacrifice. Oh, fuck me. You sacrificed your finger? Exactly. It was the Venerable Sata, the martyr of the miracles himself, who cut off my right index finger. I'm going to assume that this head priest isn't here today. I'm the lesser grand priest. Let me know if you wish to join us or to make a donation. You're asking for donations? We never ask for anything. Our followers simply decide to sacrifice themselves and their belongings out of their own volition. Self-sacrifice opens the path to understanding the world's truth. Sacrifice everything and you too may be blessed with the Venerable Sata's sacred light. Oh, shoot! I want to meet this head priest. The head priest left yesterday and has not returned yet. He said he was seeking new places where to sacrifice his venerable self. I'm afraid he'll not be back anytime soon. He ain't got no alibi. Alright. Let's go back. Who's this a portrait of? That's the first Oh, the first one. I don't think this is going to be like important. But we'll see. Do you know this pendant? Did somebody drop that? I'm afraid it's not mine. Huh? interesting thing to say. Oh, that's right. I can't talk to that guy. Have you ever been... I do not visit any indecent shop... Huh? That's a joke I don't think I get. Where did you find this? This is a symbol from the Light of the Martyrs. I'm positive it's ours. However, it's slightly different from the ones we wear. Could it be the head priest's? Yeah, okay. Wait, I don't just... Oh, I guess this is the only photo I have of Ida. Okay. This man's called Ida. Have you seen him around here? We're visited daily by droves of followers wishing to see the Venerable Sata. It's difficult to say. I have, yes. He wasn't that consistent with his visits at the church, however. But I have seen him talk with both the Venerable Sata... Hold on. Hold on. Because I just found something out. You did talk to Ida. One of your followers said that he's seen you and Sata talk to Ida. The head priest and I? Oh yes, I remember now. Mr. Ida wanted to donate his house and make a special sacrifice, so I introduced him to the Venerable Sata. Finally, a link between Ida and that bearded bozo. He was very passionate as he spoke to the head priest. They even left the church together yesterday. They left together on the day of the murder, and Sata hasn't come back yet? What's this special sacrifice you're talking about? The greater one's wish, the stronger their resolve must be in order to have it granted. Self-sacrifice is proof of that resolve. It could take on any one of several shapes. For example, as first martyr, the Venerable Sata sacrificed his priceless life. God thought it necessary for him to come back to life, and so he did. He's the only person to have ever reached the next stage. What did Ida end up sacrificing? That is between him and the head priest. I need to know where they went. Because I think I may have an idea of what this sacrifice was. Ooh, see this receipt? This proves your cult is involved in a murder case. Your cult ain't praying its way out of this one, bud. Catch my drift? You foolish heretic. You don't understand the Venerable Sata. He does what must be done, nothing more and nothing less. He would never murder someone. Be gone. Stop lying. Are you going to arrest us all? I've done nothing. I know nothing. Where is this man at? I have no way to contact him. All we could do is keep sacrificing ourselves and praying until his much-awaited safe return. I was so worried I personally visited his house, but he wasn't there. Where's his house? Okay. I haven't talked to this person in a while. Let me get this straight. Okay, so this is just a continuation of conversation for earlier that I clearly didn't finish. The head priest saved the world by cutting off his own head? Precisely, he saved all of us by decapitating himself twice in the past. You can't be serious. Say what you will, but I have seen the Venerable Sata with his head cut off with my very own eye. What? It was a dreadful sight to witness, but then he came back to life. Did I ask this? Okay, yes. So... Oh, sorry. Oh, this is nothing. Damn, that's nothing, and I thought it would be something. Oh, okay. Oh! It's because I'm at the deduction stage already. This one was quick, no? The man who's been seen in and around the crime scene with the long beard and robe. Who was he? Ed Priest. Are you kidding me? Okay, hold on then. No, because what's the difference between the two choices I made? What's the difference? I need to learn this game's language. I really need to figure this out. His cult believes in salvation through self-sacrifice, and their gruesome, absurd belief is religious belief, self-decapitation. The cult's doctrine is centered around self-sacrifice. Saving the world by cutting your head off? What a joke. They're most likely involved in this case, and in the 2 past murders as well. I forgot that this all started because they arrested somebody for the murders, but then the murders started again. One of the cult's followers said that he'd seen Sata and Ida talking with each other. And I also found solid proof of Sata's involvement in this case at the general store. What's that piece of proof? Could this be it? I didn't think so. This time I won't get mad because I wasn't too sure about that either. Oh, is it his pendant? Gosh. One of the cult's followers said that he's seen Sata and Ada talking with each other, and I've also found solid proof of Sata's involvement in this case at that general store. I thought it would be a receipt, but that's not an option. Oh boy. This pendant belonged to Sata. He must have dropped it while he was shopping for the saw. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy game. I even got a testimony regarding what he did on the day of the murder. What was that? Oh. He met with Ida. I've got enough evidence to prove that the murderer was Sata. Do we? Let's check out that cliff. We have enough evidence? Question? We're on the cliff. Oh. When his wife was hospitalized, Ida turned to the Light of the Martyrs for help. And that cult's belief is that self-sacrifice can grant wishes. Ida must have thought that by quitting his job and donating his house, he could save his wife. That's how Sata, the head priest, does it. He preys on the weak and their suffering. There's a good chance those other 2 murders are linked to this as well. Huh? What's that? Oh, hey. Sata, it's over. End of the line. And who are you? Detective Wakaido, police, and you're Sata, head priest of the Light of Martyrs, I presume? Police, I see. Is it over, you say? You followed my steps all this way and you still don't understand? You see me now as I have worked my 3rd miracle and once again defeated death. 3rd miracle? I'd call that a 3rd murder. You used Ida's weakness to make him donate his house and buy life insurance. Then you killed him. You cut off his head and shoved his body showed off his body to make it look like a miracle. You needed him to die for the insurance money, didn't you? But how would he get it? Would his wife not get the insurance money? You say all that as if you knew it to be true. There are witness testimonies detailing your every move since you left the church with Ida. And the symbol you drew near his body, that was to link it to your phony miracle. Weren't the symbols slightly different? You instructed the Lester Grand Priest on what to say to buy yourself time after the murder. You were seen at the bar and near Ida's apartment. And how do you explain this receipt from Kat's hand? Is His Holiness into woodworking? What's that supposed to mean? It is the Lester Grand Priest who makes all the purchases for the church. That ain't flying. Look here. See this pendant with the cult symbol on it? The Grand Priest was the one who told me that it was the head priest's, though. I found it at the Cat's hand near the shelf with the sauce. It's not like the other members, it's yours. That beard, that robe, and that pendant. So much for your saint costume. You made yourself one easy-to-remember suspect. You probably used your followers to create alibis for you until now, but your luck's run out this time. I've worked miracles. No, Sata, what you did is kill people. Even as we speak, there are lost souls out there who need to know of self-sacrifice. Spare me the sermon. You tricked all those schmucks into giving you money, but it won't work on me. You foolish man who cannot believe in miracles. I will show you one right now. Wait! I am ready to sacrifice myself to save the world. Wait, stop! I am the savior. With my sacrifice, I will redeem the world. Oh, he's going! Oh, he's going! Oh, can I... Oh... Right after saying that, Sata jumped off the cliff. Did he... Did Sata get away? Beats me. Best I could do was getting him cornered. Shucks. I failed to get justice for Ida and I couldn't even catch the prime suspect. All I could do was look down from the cliff while clenching my fist around Sata's pendant. Wasn't much of a story, huh? Sorry to bore you. Now, wanna head home? Wait a second. What's wrong? There are a couple of things about your story that don't sit right with me. Gramps, you're lying, aren't you? What are you talking about, Makoto? Sorry, but I don't want to go home while all my doubts are still stuck in a maze. I, Makoto Wakaido, will solve this mystery. Oh? Time to put together all I know. What is it about my story that's bugging you? Well, it's difficult to put into words. What you told me is believable, but there are a couple of weird turns. And what would those be? The first one is the pendant. When you first found that pendant, what did you call it? Yeah, you said it was the head priest's pendant. And I was right, wasn't I? You were, or rather, you turned out to be. But when you just found it in the shop, you had no way of knowing who it belonged to. Granted, but what of it? That inconsistency made me realize something. I thought that maybe you were trying to set up a misdirection. What do you mean, misdirection? You know, like in mystery novels, you were leading me to an explanation that was plausible but wrong. What? It all makes more sense this way. My theory is that you were pretending to investigate. In reality, you were setting up clues. Why in the world would I do that? Because you already knew the truth, that's what I think. And there's one more thing about the pendant that doesn't make sense. And what's that? When you showed the pendant around while questioning people, they all responded the same way. What did they say? Right, several witnesses said they'd seen a man wearing a robe, but none of them mentioned having seen that pendant. Are you saying that the pendant didn't belong to him? That's not quite right either. I think that he was wearing it, but that his long beard covered it and nobody could see it. Now, where did you really find the pendant? Ida's house? What? That's the only explanation. There's only one way you could have seen the pendant normally hidden by Sata's beard, and that's when his head had been cut off. Huh? So you're saying? Yes, the truth is... Right. Sata wasn't the culprit. Ida, who tried to pass off as the victim, was the real murderer. Ooh. Drama. Gramps, Ida was alive the whole time. Makoto, you've got something in you, something special. I'm sorry I lied to you. You're right. Ida's still alive. Will you tell me what really happened? You're too bright for my lies. Alright, champ. No, what the fuck? Pardon me. Remember that this happened in the 80s. Scientific investigation wasn't as precise back then. After the second cult follower murder with the head office... I'll say this again. After the second cult follower murder, the head office wanted to end things quickly without wasting time looking for suspects. Wouldn't surprise me if Flight of Martyrs was pulling their strings. Those are bleak days. I ignored the brass and started investigating on my own. I set my sights on the Light of Martyrs head priest Sada and started following him. It just so happened that he'd found himself a new lamb to sacrifice. His name was Ida. The two walked together into Ida's house. I was right outside listening. All of a sudden, I heard fighting. What else could I do? I broke in. What's going on? You? Sata? You're Ida, aren't you? What happened here? I made a terrible mistake. As I was finishing up the papers to donate my house, this man attacked me out of the blue. I fought back, lost control, and ended up strangling him. And who are you? I'm a police detective. I was following Sata. I guess this is as much following as I'm going to get done. A detective? Does that mean I'm under arrest? I don't care what happens to me, but if I go to prison, who'll look after my wife? Please, won't you at least help her? Tell me about her situation. I swore I'd help his wife, and I did so, betraying both the police and the world at large. So that his wife gets that insurance money. Did I not say that it would make no sense for Sata to get Ida's insurance money? Didn't I say that? I knew something fishy was up. We made it look like Ida had been killed, while Sata was still alive. Oof, y'all really went in. We cut off Sata's head with the saw we bought from the general shop. That's... DNA testing wasn't good, so how would they know that it wasn't Ida's body? Yeah. Ida and I parted ways at the cliff, and after letting him go, I wrote a false report. I used his insurance money to pay for his wife's medical bills while protecting their secret. So that's how it really went. I'm really sorry I tried to fool you. I've been fooling everyone for so long now. Now what if Gramps gets up and just runs off the edge of that cliff? Huh? That's storytelling. Gramps, did Miss Ida ever get well? She did. Her husband and I were able to see her final moments just a few days ago. They told me they were grateful for the years I afforded them. They lived them modestly, but in peace. I see. So that friend of yours from earlier must have been Ida. Can't hide anything from you, can I? Detective Wakaido. Yeah? The case is closed. Alright, how do we feel about case file number 1? I didn't hate it. It was very frustrating, but I didn't hate it. So, let's skip through these credits. Okay, to give my full thoughts. I did like this. I found it very frustrating at times, but decent. Like I said earlier, I believe. I figured I'd dedicate one episode, one case file to one video, and I'll pick it up throughout the month. The rest of these, there are 4, so expect 3 more videos, fingers crossed. But hopefully you guys enjoyed my first sort of venture into YouTube playthroughs, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.